here with Coach Byron Smith, head coach of men's basketball here at Prairie View A&M. Coach, how are you?
Doing well, yourself?
Good, good. You should be doing excellent.
Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good right now.
Good, good. You're looking dry and less sticky than the last time we saw you.
Right, true. Warmer too. Yeah.
Probably. So let's talk a little bit about that regular season win. Talk to us a little bit about how that game went for you guys and what was your favorite part.
It went well. I mean, obviously the kids went out and I thought our preparation was good going into those last two games. I thought the approach mentally, they were locked in and they paid attention and went over everything that we went over, and they were attentive. So I thought the approach was good, and the execution on Monday night against Alabama State was really, really good on the national stage, on ESPNU. So I thought we really helped ourselves as a program. I thought the young men helped themselves individually as players and garnering respect, from across the country. I've got a lot of congratulatory text messages from friends and coaches and colleagues all over the country on how well our young men played. So I thought it was definitely a plus for Prairie View A&M men's basketball program, the way we performed on Monday night.
So talk to us a little bit about there's been a little bit of a drought.
Right.
But you've had a really strong couple of years here as a coach.
Mm-hmm.
So talk to us about what it means to kind of come in at this sort of level.
Well, first of all, I'm grateful and thankful that this fine institution has given me the opportunity to be the face of the program. But most importantly is this is bigger than basketball for me. This is what God has given me to do. This is my divine assignment. This is what the Lord, the highest level has asked me to do this. So I take it very, very seriously. And I want to honor him by working hard and helping to develop these young men and taking boys and turning them into men and winning basketball games at the same time. So it all kind of comes together. But it's been a joy. It's been a pleasure. I'm thankful, humbled, but still want more. If that doesn't sound too bad, we've got more work to do. But it's been a great experience these few years I've been here at Prairie View as a head men's basketball coach.
Excellent. Mm-hmm. So we've got a couple of games coming up. We know that you pride yourself on being a next game up kind of coach. Mm-hmm. So the next game up is Alcorn?
Southern.
Southern.
Mm-hmm.
Skipped a game.
Yes.
So Southern on Thursday. So talk to us about what you're looking forward to.
Well, we're looking forward to, hopefully it's very similar to what we got done on Monday night, and that was all out, intensity and effort and energy and enthusiasm and toughness, which is what we've been about this year. And Southern's no different. We started out the conference beating them at their place, but it seems like many moons ago. But they're a formidable opponent. They haven't had the kind of season that they probably thought that they would have. I think they've got a first-year coach and going through some growing pains and so forth. But they'll be a tough out. But we'll be prepared. We're going to go out and we have to defend and rebound. And we have to share the ball on the offensive end and just play as a unit, play as a team, and play for one another. And if we can do that, I think our chances are good no matter who we play, as long as we do those things. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So you have a really strong team. You talked last time we talked about the fact that you don't really do sort of 1 year at a time kind of players. You like players that commit. Mm-hmm. So talk to us a little bit about what that development means for coaching.
Well, the thing about it is that, when you get kids, it most of them, unfortunately, I always say that we probably have probably not the strongest farm system for kids, for pool that we have to choose from kids. High school, they don't have much time to work with the kids in high school, so it's hard to really develop, good habits, with them there. And, AAU is just kind of, it's all over the place, you know what I mean? They play a bunch of games, and I don't think that, they got a bunch of kids from all over the place, so I don't ever think you really develop chemistry. And it's just, I don't think you learn a lot as much as you probably should in AAU either. So when we get them, they're pretty raw. So it takes a while really to get them up to speed as to what it takes to be successful here at the Division I level. And learning, the mental side of it is huge. I mean, it's really big. Most of them physically can come in, they can compete because they're going to live, they're going to eat right. The nutrition is really good at this level. But it's the mental aspect of it that sometimes they fall a little bit short. So you want to get kids in over 2, 3-year period, 4 years if you can, if you're fortunate enough to do that, and then you start to see the development. 8 months, 10 months, 12 months, 18 months. That's when you really start to see growth in players and things like that. So you get a kid in for 1 year, If he's a transfer or something like that, it's kind of risky because you really can't get to teach him the things that he needs to be successful here at Prairie View, because we do things differently here. So it'll be a little risky taking 1-year guys. But yeah, we definitely want 2 to 4 year guys, because I think you can develop them the way that you need to be able to be successful here in our program.
So speaking of that, we have senior night coming up. So talk to us a little bit about your seniors and what it means to you to have those guys on your team.
I mean, these guys have been great for us this year. The leadership they provided, which I kind of was a little worried about that, going into the season. I thought we were lacking in leadership, just because some of them have been a little bit immature at times. They're young boys, they're in college, they're having fun. And sometimes they laugh a little too much, a little too long, a little too loud. But I was a little worried about the leadership. But they definitely have stepped that up, and they provide a good leadership. I think we've got 4, I think, that are leaving the program, and we're a better program with them in it, and we're definitely going to miss them. And it's emotional time. Last game, regular season game, because obviously we have the first round conference tournament game here on Tuesday night, but it's the last regular season game where the families can kind of come in and share, be with them and things like that. I get a little bit emotional because I hate to see them go, but at the same time, happy to see them move on to hopefully, a solid situation. So it'll be good. It'll be a really good test against Alcorn, and we do a good job here with senior night. They do a really good job. Our game day, our administration, our department do a great job with senior night. So looking forward to it. It's usually a special night.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, Coach, before we let you go, we are a little curious here in PV Nation. Which part of the net did you keep?
Well, to be honest with you, that was something unbeknownst to me that happened. My guys mentioned a little bit during our pregame meal that they wanted to cut the nets down. I said, well, hey, normally it's not something you do on someone else's home turf. It can be a little dangerous. So, I said, I think we need to wait to get back. So which game are we doing? I said, well, we'll talk about it. We'll figure it out. Doesn't need to be tonight. But I guess they had a mind of their own. And I was, getting dressed in the locker room and talking to some people, and I came out, and that's when I got the news that they had taken the nets down and everything. So they gave me a little shred of it. I think I have it in my backpack. But special night for them, special moment. You don't want to take that away from them, because that's something they've always dreamed about. I just wanted them to do it in a little bit of a safer environment, but it worked out. No bodies were harmed, and I think everybody was smiling at the end of the night. So it turned out pretty good.
Well, that's good. Our last question that we had from PV Nation is, exactly how sticky is a Gatorade bath?
Well, to be honest with you, I think they took the cheap route. It was water. Or Gatorade. They call it Gatorade bath. I think it's just a general term. Wasn't very sticky, but obviously it was very, very cold. So I had to, my cleaning bill went up, this week and a couple weeks ago. I think they did the same thing when we beat Grambling at Grambling. Why? I don't know. We still had 5 more games to go, but I think it's a copycat world. These kids see other schools and other institutions and other programs and professional teams do it, and it's just something they always wanted to do. So I guess I was kind of like the test dummy that they wanted to do it on. But it was fun, all in good fun, and we all got wet and we all enjoyed it. And as long as you're winning, it's worth it.
Right. I think it's one of those things, though, that I think you should feel good about it as a coach. It means your team has a lot of pride in you.
Absolutely.
They're happy to share the moment with you.
Absolutely.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Coach, for your time. We look forward to that last regular season game and heading into championship.
Sounds good. Thank you for having me.
Awesome.